formula to it. A very simple formula.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Slash podcast. It's the first podcast where if you're looking at the YouTube, you can see my face. Hi, this is my face. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not following my other stuff. It's totally up to you. It's not really a big deal to me. But, so you'll see me with these stupid headphones on, that's just so I can hear myself. But, so basically, today we're going to be talking kind of just about horror movies in general. There is no specific topic, just kind of an update. We're going to be talking about just general horror movie stuff. And we'll just move from there. So, one thing I want to talk about, we'll get it out right out of the way quickly, because it comes out, this specific thing that I'm talking about comes out in a little bit from here. Basically, so it's confirmed when the Halloween Ends trailer will come out, and that is in it's next Friday. So I found that out. And if you are not aware of that, I gotta turn this bad boy off so that way it's not as loud for you guys. So let's hope that was not too bad, but that's better now. But so it's confirmed when it's out, and I've seen people complain because it's about a minute and it's not 2 minutes. Like it's less than 2 minutes by far, and I've seen people complain because they want everything, and I've also seen people complain because it's not out yet, or no, because it's not out yet, because there's not a trailer out yet. And my thing is, when I think about that, I'm like, wait, why do you want? Because they spoiled it so badly for Halloween Kills, and I posted this on Twitter. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, that's fine. But what I posted was I said the difference between Halloween Ends, like the promo for it, and the stuff for. I'm actually gonna take these off because I don't need them. Hi, that's my hair. Oh my god. If you can't see it, I have crazy hair. But, anyways, I've seen people complain about Halloween Ends not having as much to do, like not like having as much promo stuff in it. And what I was trying to understand is, why are people worried about that so much? Because it means that there's less, like, there's more promo. More promo means that there's less, like, personally to me, if I see something that's been promoted, 15 trailers, countless TV spots, to me, that means that they don't trust the movie. It means they're trying to do word of mouth as much as they possibly can. And to me, I don't like that, especially because there's something about the way that, like, I don't know, it does it in a really, kind of in a weird way where, like, none of it makes much sense especially when, what they do is they try to push having so many videos, like so many TV spots or whatever, and it doesn't work the way that they try to make it work. Because, so one thing to understand is they often are like, they're often, how do I put this? They're often trying to like, when they post something with more TV spots or whatever, they're trying to like get it like quicker. Like, promo is a way of when you don't have as much trust in the actual thing you're promoting, you'll make 15 trailers and 10 ad spots, which is what Halloween Kills did. I mean, I knew the whole plot of that movie before the movie. Like, the only thing that's a surprise was the Karen's death at the end of the movie. Like, that was the only thing that was a surprise. Whereas with everything else that's in that movie, it's like I already knew everything. And when the final scene came where he's slicing through people in the group in the circle, I was trying to understand what they were like doing, because it comes so late when a trailer has stuff from so late on in the movie, like when that stuff is cut, I automatically think that they don't trust themselves with what they're going to be doing, because like I don't get why they would try to make it so crazy. That makes sense? Like, I feel like they just like they really went full, like, we're gonna do as much stuff as we possibly can to get everything out, and didn't really care about what you were, like, spoiling, not spoilering, that's how words work, spoiling stuff, and I guess I just don't really like that we got so much stuff spoiled for us so quickly. Especially because considering there's the way that Blumhouse is with movies, Blumhouse gets so what am I looking for? Quick to judge, I guess. Quick to judge based on just like a few test screenings, which is what they did with the first Halloween, where basically you got higher. The ending of Halloween 2018 was technically more finalized than Halloween. Like, the version that we got was different than the one that everybody could see, like that the test screens saw. Sorry, I had to cut there for a second. Because basically the way that Blumhouse does everything, they try to get as much stuff as they can out, and there's no problem. That's a business. They run a business. I get it. But personally, I don't love the way that the way they do things sometimes bothers me. And I don't personally think that the way that Blumhouse has been handling like the Halloween trilogy, like the quickly get it out as quick as humanly possible, doesn't really work when you're doing something that has all the fans behind it like Halloween does. Because it's like, for example, like they want to get Nightmare on Elm Street, right? But how can you like how can you like with Nightmare on Elm Street, how can you like, how do I put this? So they're trying to get Friday the 13th and they're trying to get Nightmare on Elm Street, right? And those movies need a lot of prep time, which Blumhouse does not give their pictures because they're just in and out as quickly as possible. That's their whole motive. And with those two movies, you gotta put in the time. I like Halloween 2018, don't get me wrong, but I think they just need to make sure that they're giving as much time to these things as they possibly can, because otherwise you're going to end up with crappy, like, movies that don't work, I guess, is what I mean. Movies that just won't work very well, especially if you consider just how, like, just how crazy the movies can get when they make it without really paying too much attention about it. You just gotta be careful with what they're doing, and I just don't think they will. Chucky Season 2 is coming out. I liked the first season a lot. I don't know, that's just a random news fact that I'm coming up with. I like that. That's cool. I have not seen much about the Halloween. I know about Friday the 13th. I have not seen much about that since it's come out. Um, I don't know what that means for like about because not since it's come out since the lawsuit was technically finalized. Like technically finalized. I don't know what that means and what we're doing in terms of like rights. I don't really remember off the top of my head who has the rights for what, but I know like somebody has the name rights only overseas, and somebody has the name rights in America, but somebody also has only the rights to the actual content of the movie somewhere, and the other person has it overseas. I don't remember who's who, but I hope we get a Friday the 13th movie at some point. I've never seen one in theaters. I'm too young for that. Um, I was too young to see the 2009 one in theaters. I was 6. I mean, I guess I could have technically seen it, but I would have been too scared and never would have gone to see it in the first place. So I don't really know, like, what, like what's expected. I just thought I would love to see one because I've seen a Halloween movie now. I just need to see a Nightmare and a Friday the 13th. I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie the day it came out on Netflix, so I'm counting that as a theater. But hopefully one day there will be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie in theaters, but we'll see about that eventually. They just have to write a better plot first, but that's a whole different podcast that you can go listen to right now, where I complain about Texas Chainsaw. And my opinion, okay, so my opinion on that movie has changed some. Because I actually like some of it now. Still not the plot of the movie, but more everything else but the plot. Because the way that the plot is done, I don't really love, because they trying to like they tried to make it so 2018 Halloween when they should have just done their own thing, because you need a family in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and you need people. Like, you need, like, people that we care about. And it's hard to care about the characters in that movie, because just, wow. But, so, something to keep in mind is there will be a sequel to that movie now, regardless of what it is. He's going back to the house. What that means, like, if he still has a family, if he doesn't still have a family, anything to do with that, I don't know, and it's going to be so hard to tell anyways. But pretty much what I want to kind of understand is what do you guys think? So put that down in the comments below, because I want to know. So this is about channel stuff now. This is not about Texas Chainsaw Massacre or about any horror movies. This is just about personal channel stuff. So you can either DM me. So if you were on your favorite podcast app, okay, I have to plug for a minute. Don't judge me for plugging here. Please rate and review whatever you think is worth it. 5 stars. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Whatever you guys would want, just rate and review it. But what I want to know is, what are we thinking? What kind of content do you guys want to see on this channel? So, do you want me to do more like more news type videos? Because that would be kind of fun. I could record them kind of like this, but better. Though I can record it like I have it on the YouTube channel. If you go look at the YouTube channel, you can see me talking. My dirty hair, uncombed hair, but yeah, don't bother. Because what I'm interested in is, what are we thinking video wise? Do we want more like, okay, do we want more videos where it's like news videos, or do we want more talking about a specific movie type things? What are you guys thinking? Like, because I'm kind of struggling right now coming up with some ideas. There's an idea I have where I read a book. Like a non-copyrighted book that is public domain, so like I can't get in trouble for it. So if you like me reading, go listen to the podcast where I'm reading Edgar Allan Poe, because I have some Edgar Allan Poe stuff there that I was reading, and so if you want, go listen to that, and then tell me if that's something you guys would be interested in listening to, and yeah, so I was just kind of interested. Let me know if you need me to. If you only follow me on the Twitter, like if you only listen to this podcast on podcast apps, which is first off really cool, so thank you for that. But second off, follow me. Go look at my Twitter @slashithorror. You can either DM me, comment on a recent post, about. I also have an Instagram with @slashithorroryt. If you're only on Instagram, I am also on there. You can just DM me on Instagram because I would get it better, and I'd like to have a communication in Instagram. Twitter, you can either send a comment to one of my recent posts or just DM me because I will respond to DMs. Make sure that you tell me what you are commenting about, and I will I'll pick it up. But if you want more, so right now I'm talking about videos. We'll get to podcasts in a little bit because podcasts are another thing I'm struggling with. We'll see that in a minute. Podcasts or videos. Do we want more news videos? Do we want more like collection videos? Because if you're watching the video, you can see on my collection stuff. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know and we can do that. And if you guys are also interested, I have idea for maybe some games we could play on the channel. I don't know. I'm just kind of brainstorming because I like doing bite-sized films. It's a lot of editing, and I work, and I'm going back to school to do film. Yeah, I'm gonna be a film major. Look at me. Does it not look obvious enough? But, so, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna be doing anything, which is kind of. I want to know what you guys are thinking, and I personally am struggling, kind of coming up with ideas that I like. But yeah, so podcasts are also another thing I'm struggling with. I don't know. Do you guys want more like genre specific things? Like, do you want the zombie specific podcast? Do you want just podcasts about a specific movie where I kind of do some research and kind of talk? I want to get more guests. Please, 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 please DM me on Twitter if you want more guests, and we can do a guest where I ask you questions and we just talk about whatever. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for that, all that stuff. Podcasts are just another interesting, fun thing that I like to do, to talk about movies. I also like to talk about movies in just general. The Black Phone. I saw The Black Phone like a few weeks ago, about last week, I think. And wow, The Black Phone is incredibly good. There's some negatives to it, but it is absolutely worth seeing for sure, and it's it's like a really, really good movie, and I think that it's worth the extra. It's worth seeing it in a theater, where I could see some people might not like theaters, but if you can get out to a theater, you feel comfortable going to a theater, go see it in a theater. The VHS effects, quote unquote, are amazing. Like, they're really cool and scary. And then I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously, because I'm gonna keep it like kind of low. But some of the things that you kind of figure out what the VHS tape stuff means at a certain point, and wow, just wow. It's like it hit me after a bit. I realized it, and then it really caught me off guard. But so that's my kind of feelings about The Black Phone, spoiler free, and a little bit I will do a full podcast episode about The Black Phone going spoilerific, but I'm going to leave it without spoilers for this kind of topic, for this kind of video. Or podcast, I should say. It's a video as well because I am recording my face. Again, I've said this like 15 times, but so if I keep saying video, it's because I'm also looking at myself in the camera to make sure how I look. But then, which does it look like I care very much? Kind of. I tried. No, yeah, just I'm trying to figure out what to do with this channel, what to do with Slash It. I love horror movies. I still love horror movies. I still love horror movies down here as well. Scream, Red Rum, Red Rum. Wait, whoop. There's Red Rum, and my It poster is back here, but like directly behind me. What if you guys can't listen? I have a Red Rum poster on the wall. A bunch of Scream posters are behind me. VHS tapes, horror movie VHS tapes are back here. I have both It Chapter 1, which is further off camera, and then It Chapter 2, you can see Pennywise's eye on the camera a little bit. But yeah, so this is my room. So if you have more videos like this where I'm talking to more podcast episodes, or more videos in general where I'm talking, this will kind of be the background for now. Eventually I can change it once I get a better camera and once everything happens. But for now, this is the background. So go look at it on the YouTube channel. Look at the background. So one thing I want to mention really quick is I want to just say thank you to everybody who's following me, liking and subscribing and listening to these things. Because I have a great fun. It's so much fun doing these kinds of things. I don't get a chance to really think out my feelings about horror movies very often, and this is the place I do it. Oh, another random thought that just popped in my head talking about that. I am excited to see what the sequel, quote unquote, to Spiral is, whether that's Saw 11 or 10 or whatever, or if it's actually the next movie is actually Spiral 2, or if it's Saw 10 or 11, whichever one it is. Because I really liked Spiral. I know some people didn't, and I get that totally. I've always loved the Saw franchise, and I didn't love Jigsaw, even though I didn't see Jigsaw in theaters, but I loved Spiral, and so I want to know what you guys think about the next Saw movie, what that'll be, what that'll attain. But yeah, also, so I'm going to film school, so you guys might see, because I want to start making some shorts. I have a few ideas in the works for short horror movies, but we'll see what happens with all of those and if they ever come to fruition. I also wrote a book. I legitimately wrote a book. It's about 11.5 thousand words. Eventually I will publish that. It's a horror book, thriller book. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, I wrote one. I will probably self-publish it on Amazon, just because I don't really have any other way to publish it. But I will get that out soon once I go through and edit it all, and we'll see from there what we do and what happens. So I'm probably going to cut it here. Thank you if you are watching on the YouTube channel. Hi. Thank you. Do you like this kind of format? Should I change something? Should I cut my hair? Let me know. Thank you for everything, for kind of everything you guys have done for me in the last 2 years. It's been fun. I've had a heck of a time, and I've had a lot of fun. And one of my favorite things to do is kind of do these things. Because if you don't follow me in the Media Bite podcast, Media Bite stuff in general, you should follow me there, because I do a lot of this kind of thing there, where I'm kind of talking about horror movies, not horror movies as much because I have this channel, so I post most of my horror movie stuff here, but movies in general, which I also like movies, music, shorts. I have a documentary that I have written entirely, and I've shot footage for it. I have not recorded the script or put it together yet, obviously, so that will come soon on that channel. I also have a podcast on the channel, Media Bite Podcast Network. Do it with my brother. Please go watch that. It's a heck of a time, and it's really, really cool. It's fun. We talk about movies or not movies or whatever we want to do on that podcast. Go watch that podcast, please. It is Media Bite. It's the cookie with the Media Bite symbol in it. Please just go watch all of those videos. They're great fun. They're a lot of fun. and I think you guys will enjoy it. So if you guys are still here, go follow on the @slashit. It is on Twitter. It's @slashithorror, HORRORYT, I believe. But try /horror first. Instagram is @slashithorroryt, and well, that's pretty much all I have to plug. I want to do some more stuff eventually. You guys will see it come into fruition slightly. So if it seems a little dead, it's not dead. I'm coming up with ideas that I'm struggling with and trying to figure out what we can do from here, pretty much. What the best course of action is to do. And if you guys have any suggestions, again, for what videos to make, what podcasts to make, please let me know in the comments below, or wherever they are for you in general. So, yes, thank you for listening to this me baffling fest. I was just babbling on for a while. If you enjoyed it, thank you. And I will talk to all of you later.